Did my ADHD meds make me smarter? I'm going to talk about this because I've made some discoveries recently. Now, I am not a doctor, okay? I'm not giving you medical advice. I am a coach. I can give you that advice, but I'm going to talk about this from this intuitive, spiritual, metaphysical place because that's how it's worked for me. When we don't know that we have ADHD, we can really feel like there's something wrong with us. We all know that. And we go through our lives feeling that everyone's moving ahead and doing things easier, better, or faster, and all of that. And so we can interpret that as maybe we're slow. Maybe we haven't figured something out. But we may not express it that way, but the underlying feeling is that that might be going on. And then the other time we know that, wait a minute, that can't be true though, because we feel smart in so many different ways. Why isn't it working all of the time? And as you know, I didn't discover my ADHD until just a few months ago. I'm 70, I'm going to be turning 71, so it was really shocking. But what I did over the years, I'm coming to realize now, I intuitively found coping skills that I use with all of my clients and actually that I've used with myself. I didn't know that was happening. But the first thing that happened is that in my meditation, we have this intuitive side, and we all do, but people with ADHD are creative typically. It's usually there. A lot of us, we know that that exists. And then we have used things to kind of combat that. This is why many go into fields of work that cause all of this, adrenaline to get pumped all the time, or we just kind of fall apart and we'll use other mechanisms to cope with what we don't completely understand. I've been meditating and channeling information, receiving information, and delivering that. I do it through my guide, my spirit guide, Wilhelm. And I've done it since 1988. But then what happened was when I was going to start to take the medication, I know this is going to interfere. That's how it felt to me in the beginning. And again, I'm not telling you what to do, but this is just my experience, and we'll see where it goes. But when I first wanted to take the medication, I was afraid because I thought my connection to my spirit guide and to what I put out was so wonderful, and I thought it was going to be kind of blocked. And as I went into the first day when I took the medication, I'm waiting to see what's going to happen. And I heard my guide say to me, I said, oh, wait a minute. I don't know if I'm going to be able to hear what the information coming through. And I heard, no, you're going to hear more. See, I was told that what I did before, I would take recreational drugs because I didn't want to hear. I didn't want it because I couldn't figure it out, so I didn't want to hear it. And after I started on the medication, what would happen is that over a period of time, over like an hour or so, I'm really clear. And it was like, and I felt smarter. That's why I'm saying that. Did it make me smarter? No. One of my clients, I have a client in Germany, and she explained it like this. She said it was like plugging in the sockets that have been disconnected forever. And that's really what it felt like. So I don't know. I just wanted to talk about that because it became so evident to me recently. And then the other thing that happens, and I'm discovering this now, because we have this ADHD, we don't appreciate who we are. We don't even appreciate what we've created because we have that underlying belief or idea that maybe we're not that smart. Maybe we haven't done something worthwhile. I am finding now many things I've created years ago that are actually quite brilliant, I think. But because I couldn't put the value on it, because I couldn't put it on me, because I've been building that my entire life, it was hard to put it out there, which goes on. Now, again, fortunately, I developed other techniques, so I've put out a lot of stuff. I've gotten through that. I've broken through a lot of those things. But it took longer. That's what I'm saying. It took longer. When I'm on my meds and I know that I'm connected, it's easier and faster, and the information comes much more quickly. I just wanted you guys to have this. I do channeling sessions too. You can find this on my Linktree. I'm doing those a little bit regularly as we are all moving through a lot of changes, and so in the world and in our lives. And this is just one I just wanted to give you guys because I think some people will kind of think about this and maybe put a few things together. Because our neural pathways have been screwed up a long time. I understood this because, as you might have heard, 25 years ago, I was depressed heavily, and they were medicating me, but that wasn't working because it wasn't what it was. That's really it wasn't. I was being treated incorrectly, which goes on for many people. But because I had this intuitive thing that just led me to where I was supposed to go, and I started coaching, I could get by with not knowing this for many years. But I'm grateful I know now. Hope this helps you guys. See you soon.